Hey everybody, so we're still in our series with Jessica and I going over our symptoms prior to the Mood Makeover Method. And so in this video, I'm going to talk to you about one of the most toxic ones I think that I dealt with, and that was this feeling of distrust, just not trusting anybody, including myself. Here's the most interesting part about this symptom is I had no idea. I didn't know that it was a thing for me. I really didn't. I was surprised. And so, one of the great things that you'll hear us talk about over and over with the Mood Makeover Method is it forces you to really get to know yourself, and you discover things, and they're not always pretty. But what's great about it is even when you discover the things that you wish you had not seen and you did not want to know that that was part of who you were, it's a beautiful thing because until we can connect to what's really going on with us and why we feel the way we do, we can't change it. And everything is somebody else's fault. And so, one of the things that can help us to measure if I'm dealing with something like this, I'm dealing with trust issues. How often is everything somebody else's fault? How often do we judge other people? How often do we say, what did that mean? That comment, that look, that action, just really assigning a whole full story to the things that people do and say, and creating this wall of distrust where only you are living in this space because you're the only person. So you think you're the only person that you really feel comfortable with. And the real reason behind that for me was distrust. I did not trust myself to do the right thing, to feel the right thing. And that spread out to how I felt about other people. It is a beautiful thing to be able to lay that down and to be open to openly trust people, trust the ones around you, trust them with your life, trust them with your love, trust them with your heart. It is a gradual process and it is worth every step that it takes to be able to open up in that way. What I was left with was the ability to think about things differently, to give people the benefit of the doubt all the time. And what was really interesting is that I was able to kind of get rid of something that I had always had and didn't even realize it. But this thing of, I don't want to be the idiot. I don't want to be this person thinking that this person's my friend and they're really not. And what I was able to do is to one of the practices that you'll learn in Mood Makeover Method is we go ahead and go there. Like we do kind of these worst case scenarios as we're tapping and breathing, and so that we can kind of connect to what we're really worried about and then release it. Because when you realize that you're going to be okay, no matter what, no matter if someone is maybe being dishonest or deceptive, that you'll be okay. And that's where I was able to come to. It didn't matter. It didn't matter anymore. So it allowed me to come out of my own prison and to open up my heart and be who I really am with people around me and with myself. And it's just a beautiful relief. It's an ongoing process too. It's not something that it's like, oh, done, done. I'm finished. The trust is always there. It's an ongoing process. Now you may be wondering, well, you just open up yourself to anything and everybody? No, we don't, of course. So we're going to be talking about some of the principles. One of them is stop participating in the pain, and there we'll talk about boundaries and things like that that we want to set. That's also going to contribute to an incredible mood. But before we create those boundaries, we have to peel back these areas within ourselves that need to be looked at first. And that was a big one for me, distrust. All right, looking forward to the next one.